Okay, that's not a concern right now. What's a concern is this hot mess. This is the Mystery of the Druids. I've never played this game, I've never seen it played, but Crashbite, who was once in our RimWorld colony, insists that this be our punishment game. It was rolled because I failed to beat Ace Combat 7. Man, I've had a fair number of tainted one-shots, and that was one of them. In any case, we'll give this a shake for a couple hours. At a glance, it's a point-and-click adventure game, which is not the kind of game I stream because I think they are terrible for streaming. There's a lot of talking in them. I don't like talking over characters in games, so it leaves me feeling a little awkward whenever I stream them. But the punishment game completely bypasses that. It's meant to be awkward. We'll get our timer going imminently. Is there anything else I need to cover? Probably not. But let's enjoy the opening to this game. If it works here, this was a hassle to get set up. It did not like capturing the FMVs. How's this gonna look?
And that's why I say you're a blockhead, Lowry. How could you let such a thing happen? The man was innocent. What do you think the press are going to say about all this? Now get out of here! Get the hell out of my sight! And if I have any more trouble with you, you'll be dishing out parking tickets before long. That's a promise, Lowry! Oh, and here's my good friend Halligan. Another one of the invaluable detectives of our glorious murder squad. Don't just stand there gaping. Come in. I'm glad you could make it. After all, you're a busy man, aren't you? Now look here, Detective Halligan. I've got used to being surrounded by a bunch of incompetent, half-baked blockheads.
But your smart, well-dressed colleague Lowry has just earned himself the golden badge of stupidity. Halligan, we've got a bit of a problem. We've had an innocent man locked up in jail. Regrettably, he was killed in prison before we could correct our mistake. Unfortunate affair. And now we've got this lunatic killer running around all over London. We have to make sure that at least this oversight is put right. Your clear-up rate so far ought to be sufficient evidence that there's no point in asking you to clear up anything more than a common bicycle theft. But this does happen to be the murder squad. I am the chief of this department. All I have for choice is that blockhead Lowry and you.
Okay, Chief. What do you want me to do? Where did Lowry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders last year. You should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months and finally managed to pull a culprit out of the hat. A butcher from South London. A married man with kids. They gave him a life sentence. He was in jail till 3 weeks ago.
Pulled out of the hat, you say? So the butcher didn't do it after all?
Oh, you're a genius, Halligan. He didn't do it. We found that out today.
He didn't do it? How could he be convicted then?
Detective Lowry imaginatively constructed an impressive chain of evidence, and the court followed his arguments in detail. The public wanted somebody to blame, and they found somebody. That's life.
Well, all right, these things happen. But how do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Very simple. Dead people don't go around committing more murders.
There's been another murder.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest. Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree that it can't have been Lowry's man, eh?
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan, you drive out to Epping Forest and take a look at the evidence.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning. The killer must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief.
Good. This is the file with all the necessary information, and now you'd better get going quickly.
What mad assassin are you referring to?
Halligan, it's well known that you'd rather read those crazy books of yours during office hours than taking any real interest in the affairs of this department, but it would now appear that you've even stopped reading the newspapers as well. For months now, a killer's been running around in London, taking victims apart and leaving nothing but bones for us to find. You can read about it in any newspaper.
I don't pay too much attention to what the papers say.
You aren't? You should be, Halligan. Really, you should. Then you'd know that your colleague, Lowry, arrested a butcher for the killings. He was murdered in prison 3 weeks ago.
A butcher? How fitting. And? Why did he do it?
You'll be surprised, Halligan. He probably didn't do it at all.
Okay, I think it's going to be a long 2 hours. Right, he wants me to sod off to the forest, and I really want to do that as well. Did I get the file? I did get the file.
No, better not. My case file. My case file. I don't want that. I don't want that. My case file. I don't want that.
Well, we don't want the case file. Fair enough. Anything we can pilfer from the
I'm
office?
not thirsty.
Not his water. How about his list of guns and faces? Wonder if these are stock faces or developer faces. Probably quite a lot of devs for a 2001 game like this. So is this game going to be more like Nancy or something like Disco Elysium? I've never played Disco Elysium, so I couldn't say, but it doesn't look like it's going to be very Nancy-like. It looks like it's going to be more like Sam and Max Hit the Road. Maybe. It sure feels late 90s, early 2000s here. Can I do anything with this? I can scan my face. What the hell? Why? I think I've misjudged you, game. Okay, can we scan our arse as well? That's the traditional thing to do.
Without the light, it will be much too dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
A rubbish bin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's
I've got no money for that.
actual Coca-Cola there. Who paid who for that placement? Detective Brent Halligan.
Hello, Mr. Doyle. That is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of Sherlock Holmes. Hello, Mr. Doyle. That is Sir Arthur.
Okay, enough out of you. What else
You
we got?
actually only use it in case of fire.
You know, I always wondered why it was called Scotland Yard, and I still wonder because I've never gone into finding out. Let's head over to that forest and see what we can dig up. Some bones, I imagine. Perhaps you can direct me where to go.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The sight over there is not very appetizing.
Yeah, reporters, right?
Oh, well, you know, I've got used to it. When were the bones discovered?
At 5:30 a.m., by a jogger. He phoned us.
A jogger? Has he been interviewed?
Well, he's in hospital for the time being. The shock, you know. We could hardly even take down his particulars.
Why was that?
He had to throw up several times, sir.
Oh, I understand. Could he have left the bones here?
It's not impossible, but I don't really believe it. He's a tourist and only arrived in London last night. I suppose he came here by accident.
He's a tourist? Since when do tourists jog at 5:30 in the morning? Is he on a fitness trip?
Sir, he told us he was a decathlete. It's his job.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
That sounds like a likely story. We should just arrest the jogger, call it there. Fastest punishment game yet. Oh, there are the bones. Alright, let's get on the bone zone. Yep. These are bones. I guess I can't really disturb the crime scene by picking them up and shoving them in my pocket because we're not Sam and Max. Though I'd like to come away from it now.
Strange. The skull of the corpse. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable. There's hardly any flesh. The skull of... There's hardly any... There's hardly... This bone is quite long. Seems it's from the victim's leg. There's hardly any flesh on the... There's hardly... The grass next to the bones is black. Strange. The grass next to the bones is black. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. There's hardly any flesh on the bone.
Okay, I don't think I can back out of here unless I'm meant
No,
to use
better not.
No, can't use
No,
that with
wait.
it.
Think first, Brent. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable.
Oh, can I get out of here? There we go. Back we go. Maybe I can go and speak to the press. Get my 15 minutes of fame. Oh, no, guess not. Just you?
Officer,
What is it, sir?
I just want to go through all this with you once more.
Okay, sir. What would you like to know?
When were the bones discovered?
At 5:30 a.m., by a jogger. He phoned us.
Yeah, we don't need to go through this again, but he had other things to say, did he not?
Officer,
What is it, sir?
really sensitive on the mouse here because it's blown up so much of my screen. Just drop the sensitivity there. Right.
I've lost my wallet and I think it may be here somewhere. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No.
Could you help me look for it?
Sir, I have to guard the scene of the crime. I'm under orders not to leave this place.
But all my money was in the wallet. Couldn't you just help me look for it?
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have your wallet, and I must not leave this place. Would you please appreciate that?
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
Why? Why do we start going on about our wallet? Okay. Not sure I understand how we're meant to move quickly here. Double click for a run. There we go.
There's hardly any. Strange. The skull of the corpse. There's hardly. The grass next to the bones is. There's hardly. Strange. The grass next to the. There's hardly any flesh on the bone.
I really wonder
There's
if I'm
hardly any
pixel hunting here or not.
The grass next. The grass. Strange. The grass. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable.
Well, I've looked at this and I've lost my wallet. Not a good day for whoever we are. Take a couple of bones. Might be good for some stock. Oh, I've got some stock. I'll be having that for dinner in a couple hours. Provided this doesn't put me off my din-dins. But nothing has ever done that before, and I doubt this is going to start. As far as I'm aware, there was no sassy detective, not sassy detective, senior detective options here. Just subtitles. Oh, I thought I said camera. Gamma. That's all fine. Oh, what a bleeding mess this is. What? Too soon.
I'll take it with me. Maybe I'll give it back to Miss Browning today. I'm determined to give up smoking. I'm my greatest enemy. I'm determined to give up smoking. Leave those alone.
We might need them for something. Alright, no, less of that. I think that's the only drawer we can open up. Oh, ooh, no, we can open the whole lot of them.
Is there anything worse than thirst? I'll take it with me.
Take everything with you. Go on, channel the Nancy Drew. This is starting to feel more like Shenmue, to be honest.
Leave them. I don't need those anymore. Nope, no darts now. A roll of plastic bags. Indispensable for professional police work.
Oh, and I will be ooh, maybe I can bag up the bones.
No darts.
Ooh.
I've already taken one this morning. My brown sock. How did that get in here? The best-selling headache pills worldwide.
Not sure I've ever had aspirin.
Good to know that there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I only meet weirdos like Detective Lowry. The Sirius riddle. Corn circles. That was really interesting. Non-smoker within 21 days. John Sinclair, Ghost Hunter. This book claims that I can stop smoking. My cooking book for single households. I didn't like that book very much. I wanted to give it to Stryker, but he doesn't read. All About Darts. A top title. There was a really good DIY description to build dartboards in it.
Well, I kind of appreciate this so far, actually.
I won't need these books
game?
now.
Although it's a bit punishing looking at this
I won't
guy's
find anything I could make use of now in there.
real messy office. He's got a bigger office than his boss.
My writing desk. I am definitely the only one who can make head or tail of it. Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza. I won't find anything I could make. I won't find anything I could make use. The cleaner will empty the ashtray.
Lazy bugger.
My spare. That one is wet. Anyway, I'm already wearing a coat.
Alright, maybe. Oh man, we're already piling up on things
My
here.
gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room. A roll of plastic bags. A bottle of apple juice. The green scarf. It's Janet's. My case file.
I'm sure with that we can start picking up the bones. But maybe, just maybe, the boss has something to say. You're not the boss. Or are you? Who are you?
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
Good grief.
Have you got a minute?
Not even a minute, Brent. Do I look as though I've got any time?
Well, Janet, I presume it's your job to have time for a detective.
I'm the best judge of what my job is, Brent. Now please be good enough to go away and let me do it.
I'm not here to give you anything, Janet. I want to get something.
I know that, Brent. You need information. But before I can let you get it, I need the necessary papers. You haven't got the forms for the access to the database yet?
No.
Here's one. Get it signed and then we'll get down to business.
I need a signature? Whose signature?
Oh my God, Brent. Don't pretend to be more stupid than you are.
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
No,
Hello,
really,
Janet.
whose signature?
Hello, Brent.
Nice day today, isn't it?
Don't trouble yourself, Brent. I will not go to the cinema with you.
No, Janet. That's not what's on my mind at the moment. I've still got your green scarf. Do you want it back?
Oh, that ugly thing that the department gave me as a present for my birthday. Well, I was hoping you'd either forget it or throw it away. Just keep it, please.
It's autumn. You'll catch a cold.
Well, that's still better than making a fool of myself by wearing such a scarf. And now I don't feel like talking to you anymore. See you later.
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
At least the feeling's mutual there. Can I rob her of anything here? That's what Nancy Drew would do.
Carbon paper. I'll take that with me.
We
Never know.
can!
I might need it. It's always handy having one of these tucked away. We ran out not so long ago, and there was a big commotion on this floor. At least that's one thing you can get hold of here without too much trouble. They are needed for the forms. Makes it easier for the chief to sign them.
We really will just pick this place clean. Feels like I'm playing uninvited. Or for a more recognizable name, Shadowgate?
I think that's Janet.
I think that's Janet too. Okay, maybe the big cheese can sign my papers. You're not the big cheese either.
This is Lowry's world. Cars, cars, cars.
At least he knows what he likes. And he keeps his office clean here.
This is Lowry's world. Cars, cars, books. He's got books? They're probably just for show, meant to impress the ladies.
Oh, before we get on to Lowry here, Shadow is saying, Jake, Mystery of the Druids, thought you were a challenger, not a masochist. Why are you doing this to yourself? Because when I fail a challenge, I have to do a punishment game, and this time the punishment game is the mystery of the floating detective here. How is he managing this? Some very strong core and leg muscles to keep himself suspended just on his heels off the desk, but... Oh, can I steal your stuff first?
Halligan?
I can try.
Yes?
Might I ask you what you think you're doing?
I just wanted to borrow your scissors. Just for 5 minutes.
Forget it.
Don't make such a fuss about your blasted scissors. I won't break them.
Oh, you won't break them, Halligan. You'll lose them, mislay them, not bring them back. You'll do with them what you always do with anything you lay your hands on. I am determined not to lose anything ever again, Halligan, especially not to you. Do I make myself clear?
All right then, keep them.
No, fellow Salazar, I've not seen the Mandalore gaming review. I don't follow Mandalore stuff.
Hello, Lowry.
Oh no, not you, Halligan. You're all I need at the moment.
It's just not your day, is it?
All the better for you, Halligan, of course. Your last good day in this department must have been a few months ago. By the way, congratulations on your new case. I can't believe the chief has put a loser like you on it.
The chief has put me on the case because you arrested the wrong man, Lowry. Or had you already forgotten that?
The wrong man? Don't talk nonsense, Halligan. What do you know about it? The man was guilty, a beast. He killed those people and sold their flesh. Prison was far too good a treatment for him.
Well, if that's your opinion, how do you explain the new corpse that was found this morning?
My God, London's a big city. It's a copycat killing, a gang of stupid boys, freaked out junkies, how should I know?
Stupid boys don't go around taking humans to pieces like that, Lowry. There's a killer on the loose. Or maybe even several.
Oh, yes, sir, a killer in London. It's just as well that we've got our heroic detective Halligan to look after us, isn't it? Protector of widows and orphans, least successful investigator of all time.
I'd rather not solve a case at all than send an innocent man to jail.
That's just your own unique opinion, isn't it, Halligan? Stryker and I did a clean job. The chief can shout about it just as much as he likes, and he'll see how little point there is in passing the case over to you.
Did you never doubt for a second whether you had the right man or not?
Doubt is the virtue of losers. Didn't someone like Shakespeare write that, or was it Plato? Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
You know, I think I like this Lowry guy a whole lot more than Halligan here. But I still want to see if I can steal those scissors. Or maybe his glasses.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
Why do we need the scissors so much? Is it going to be our weapon? Oh, that's right. The big cheese is over on this side. Ooh, is there anything up here, though? That's a no. Maybe we can make another copy of our face. Okay. It needed to be done. Oh. Well, I've gone everywhere but the boss's office, but let's see what we can nick here.
Chris's pinboard. Somebody's written here. Hecker, you sleepyhead. When do I get my damn DNA analyses? That must be from Chief Miller. You can recognize his intonation even on the paper.
Not a nice way to talk about your boss there. He's giving you the big job. Ooh.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
It's ethanol. Cheng's Nitro would
Too
be right at
dangerous to
home
carry
here.
the bottle. Too dangerous to carry the bottle.
So would
There's
Euristo.
nothing I can do with this. That's a mortar. That's a mortar. That's a mortar. That's a mortar. A bottle? It's quite dirty. Full of dust and fingerprints. A bottle? With some kind of liquid in it. It's quite dirty. A bottle? That's a mortar. That's a mortar. It's quite dirty. That's a mortar. A bottle?
Yeah, why is this a punishment game? Seems pretty fun to me. This should have been a long play. Okay, smoking, leaking, Bunsen, burning. How much of this can I steal?
Far too hot to touch. Something is just being distilled there. Something is just far too hot to touch. If I pull that hose off, the whole of Scotland Yard will blow up. Actually, that's
No.
not a bad idea.
No. Actually, could I do that?
That's the gas hose for the Bunsen burner.
Dang. Alright, Chris, what's up?
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
Mm-hmm. Why are you telling me? Have there been any decisive discoveries in that case?
I just had a look around there.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice place, isn't it? I used to take my family there for picnics.
How can you think of a picnic when you're looking at the scene of a crime like that?
Why not? The bones, the green meadow, it all somehow reminds me of a picnic, don't you think so as well? Well, we always had chicken on our picnics, and it looks quite the same after we're finished.
Oh my God, Hecker, I wish I had your nerve. I was nearly sick out there.
Well, you know, Halligan, I'm not squeamish. I've been doing this job in the lab for too long now to get the shivers anymore.
I wouldn't take your job if you paid me for it.
You get used to everything.
Okay, Chris, I have to go.
Thanks for keeping me up to date, Halligan. I love being informed that nothing has been found out yet.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
Mm-hmm. Why are you telling me? Have there been any decisive...
There was a pile of bones. Nothing else.
Yes, I had that impression as well when I was out there with the forensic squad. Everything is quite clean. You didn't find anything either?
No, nothing.
Wait, what are we
I would
going to
actually
find
have
at
been
the
surprised
forensic
if you
squad,
had.
Kent?
And why did you come here then, if I may ask?
Oh, I thought you might be interested in this.
Sure, Halligan. Thank you. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Well then, see you later.
Now, can I rub all of my things against his face to see if anything gets me anywhere?
Just keep that yourself.
I thought that's a form. I should think about it again. It won't work. I thought that's a form. No, better not.
How do
No
I
way.
let go of the things I
That's
currently have?
I thought it would. That's a clipboard. That won't get me any. That would be stupid.
There we go.
Just keep that yourself.
So I got to right click off of that, grab something else, and
Just keep that yourself.
there we go.
Just keep that yourself.
The real way to play these kinds of point and click adventure games.
Just keep that yourself.
You want a drink?
Just keep that yourself.
Do I want to drink?
A bottle of apple juice.
You want someone's ugly old scarf?
Just keep that yourself.
Okay, not going to happen. Well, if he
No,
doesn't want
better
anything...
A roll of. Think that won't help either.
Wait, I think I missed this
Just
one.
keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself.
That's a form for information procurement.
Just keep that yourself.
I will. Right, can I nick any of your stuff? Can't nick his board, can't nick his windows. Dang, slim pickings
These
around
things
here.
are called Erlenmeyer flasks. That is a microscope. Test tubes.
Okay, maybe now I can go and speak to the big cheese.
Hello, Chief. May I just disturb you briefly?
Halligan, you're a pain in the neck. Are you planning to start doing things just like Lowry did?
I need information from the central database. It's about the skeleton murders. But Janet says she needs a signed 223. I've got it with me.
You've got it with you. How nice for you. And do you know something, Halligan? I will not sign it. What do you say to that?
Say you're a bit of an asshole.
Of course, Chief. Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
Am I being set up for failure here?
Chief?
What is it now, Halligan?
Christ.
Couldn't you think again about the security regulations?
Are you deaf? I said no. Now get out.
Excuse me, but I didn't quite understand all the points of the briefing. Could we just go through it again?
My God, Halligan, do we really have to repeat it 3 times?
I'm really sorry, Chief. I was slightly distracted this morning.
Ha! Only this morning? Well, all right then. What do you want to know?
I don't want to know any of this. How do I get your bleeding signature? Maybe I could just sneak it in with the rest of his documents.
That won't get me any further. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. That doesn't work.
What will work? Shove it in
There's
the
no
water?
point in that. I need information from the central database.
You've got it with you. And what do you say to...
Why not, Chief?
You don't need the database. You've got the file. Make the most of it.
Can I even read the file?
Chief, that could take ages. We may lose important clues in the meantime.
I'm sure you'll cope with the situation, Halligan. Now stop whining. I'm sick of hearing it.
Won't sign one
Of
bleeding
course,
piece of
Chief.
paper.
Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
Okay, let's just go and do what anyone does when they want to moan over their boss and just bicker about it with their colleagues.
Hello, Janet. It's me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like to repeat myself, Brent. Have you not been listening?
Yes, of course I have.
Well, then you know it all, don't you?
Sure.
In that case, see you later, Brent.
Good. See you later then.
Take your time, Brent.
Okay, now, using my incredible powers of adventure game logic, I assume that I need to get something that already has the chief's signature on it, steal the scissors from our colleague, cut out the signature, and place it onto the thing that we currently have. But how will I get those scissors off of you?
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
We just knock his lights out and take it.
I don't want that.
What do you want?
That won't get me any further. That is no important evidence I'm sure about. That doesn't work. No, better not. I don't want that. I can't do that.
What are your thoughts on backseating for the game? I mean, I don't care one way or the other, it's a punishment game. What matters is how the mods feel about it.
What is it this time, Halligan?
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan. But not from me. Try a social worker. Well,
Oh, okay.
Could you lend me some change?
you haven't found your wallet, have you? Well, sorry, Halligan, but this is Scotland Yard, not the Bank of England.
Clever.
The Bank of England is the central clearing bank, Lowry. You can't draw any money there.
Indeed. Just try it somewhere else, then. You won't get a penny from me.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Oh, this guy's too much for me. Maybe just go for a nice little ethanol 90% in your apple juice and offer him a drink. You know what? It might just work. But it also probably won't. Ethanol, methanol, butanol. Come on, no. Can I put it in like a wee plastic bag? No? Okay. Maybe I need to use the photocopier with my files.
Why should I copy that? I can get loads of them from Janet. Why should I copy that? I can get loads. That won't help either.
Will help. Maybe photocopy the apple juice?
Not a good idea.
Hmm.
One copy of the file is enough for me.
Sounds so despondent at everything here. Right, well, none of that's working out, so let's go and see if we can pick up the bones with our gloves and... Hey, where does this lead to? Oh, outside. I really need my wallet,
Hello,
friend.
officer. Any news?
No, sir.
I just want to ask you something else.
Yes, sir?
You just said you know the other cases.
That's right, sir. Well, I read about them in the newspaper.
What do you think the murderer does with the flesh of his victims?
That's too hard to answer, sir. I haven't got a clue what goes on in lunatics' heads when they do things like that. Maybe he freezes them. That's happened before.
Apparently the man sold the flesh of his victims in his butcher's shop. Can you believe that?
I don't know, sir. That's what they wrote in the Sun, but I'd rather not believe it. A lot of people bought meat there. If that was true, they've all become cannibals.
He was murdered in prison. What do you think about that?
That's tough luck for him. I would rather have one innocent man too many die than have one assassin run around loose.
Yes, that's a very common opinion. But it's not the right one for a police officer. Suspects are innocent until proven guilty, officer. Don't you know that?
Of course, sir. But you asked me for my opinion. Well, this is it. I beg your pardon.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime, sir.
He's got me there. Wonder if Euristo's here to pick holes in that. Right, let's get our plastic baggie out and see if this will work.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. That is no important
Okay,
evidence.
but
I'm
one
sure
of them
about
was,
that.
right? I'm quite certain I picked up one thing there.
That's the bone from Epping Forest, wrapped up just the way it should be.
Still haven't found my wallet, though. Right, well, we got a bone. Maybe it's a lead, maybe it's not. Or am I gonna get chewed out for stealing a bone? What was this place again? Oh, it's our office. I've managed to forget where all these places lead to again. No, there's not enough half-empty bottles on the floor for it to be like Spam's room. I can't believe the filth that man lives in. Alright, you there. Doctor-looking man, look at this bone.
Here you go, Chris. Have a look at this.
A bone. Very likely the right thigh bone. Why are you bringing it here? I had a look at the bones with the forensic squad this morning.
I know, but I've still got a couple of questions about them.
Well, go ahead then.
What sex was the victim?
Judging by the structure of the bones, I think it was male. I'll write that down in my report as well, but I'll tell you right now that you won't get it before the end of the week, Halligan.
Did somebody maybe scorch the flesh off the bone?
No, definitely not. That would look different. I suspect that it was rather cut off, or maybe taken off with acid.
Can you see any abnormalities?
I would have noticed them, Halligan. No fractures, no bruises, everything quite normal.
You can't tell me more than that about the bones? Chris, that doesn't help me.
There's really no more to say about the bones, Halligan. Just wait for my report. You'll have it all nicely written down then. Or, hang on a moment. If you're really interested, go and see Professor Turner. He was the supervisor of a friend's PhD thesis. That's how I met him. He works in the Anthropological Museum in Oxford. If anybody can say anything about the bones, he can.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Don't mention it, Brent.
Of course, it can't work like that.
Anything to get out of here. Alright, off to Oxford we go. Don't think I've ever been to Oxford. Well, no problem keeping it that way. What else can I steal here? Well, it's an anthropological museum, so probably nothing of value. Dang, if I was playing this as a controller instead of the point and clicky, this would feel really Silent Hill or Parasite Eve like. Oh, okay.
Closed due to renovation works. Great. And now?
And now, indeed. Can we just bust it down? Wait, no, is that really it? Surely not.
Locked. The letterbox. The letterbox. The letterbox.
Well, if we got a letterbox, let's just shove the bone in.
That won't get me any further. Of course, it can't work like that. I thought it wouldn't work like that. No, not a chance. That would be stupid. They would have surprised me if it had worked like that. My gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room. I don't believe it will work like that. That doesn't work.
Surely something could be shoved through here.
Not a good idea.
Bah. Okay, maybe you can help me. I put some love into animating you at least. No.
Doesn't look busy at all. It doesn't look busy at all. Anthropological Museum of Oxford. This is the right place.
It is not the right place. Ooh, oh, we could prank phone call it.
Telephone charges of British Telecom, so nobody forgets how expensive it is to use the phone.
These were pretty expensive. Oh, maybe we can go and grab some change out of here. We are short on money
I can't hear
after
any
all.
dialing tone. Hey, a phone box, and I don't need a phone card. It won't work without money.
We sound so sad because of our lack of money.
Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it. I can't hear any dialing tone. I can't hear any dialing tone. It won't work without money.
I can see
That
now
won't get
why
me
this
any
is a
further.
punishment game. Having to make do with no
Hey,
money.
a phone box. Hey, telephone charges of British Telecom.
Right, well, we need dosh. And I don't know where I can find some. This game's hitting a little close to home. I've only ever known about payphones. Hey, oh god! I get a nick change off of some homeless dude. Well, it must be done. Just take it. Just take it.
Yeah. Are you crazy? That's mine. Hands off, okay?
He's been to Woolworths. Oh my days, this game is a callback to a lot of things. Oh,
Hello, my friend.
Huh?
my friend.
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Hey, don't despair. Everybody has a hard time now and then. Maybe I can do something for you.
Just leave it. I've lost everything. Everything. No money, no flat, no future. I'm finished. Simply finished.
Well, if you're finished, wouldn't mind if I steal a few bob off you. Oh,
Have you
yes!
tried working?
Listen, mate. Do you want trouble? Are you from the benefit office or something like that? Bagger off, you.
Oh, I didn't want to be impolite. I'm just interested.
Bagger off, pal. You think I'm on holiday here, right?
No, of course not. I just meant...
Go on, save your breath. Bagger off.
Okay, I must be off now.
Well then, okay.
Alright, I still need to steal his money though. I haven't been saving at all, so I... Oh, crivens. Oh god, this is... This is something. God, that scared me.
Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough questions yet? You know
I
more
need your
about me
money.
than my goddamn mother. Bagger off.
What are you doing here?
Are you blind? I'm having a drink.
Can I have a drop?
Get your own bottle, mate. Get me one as well. My bottle's empty.
There's money in your hat there. Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot?
Oh, no. Those pennies wouldn't feed a parking meter.
Why is the museum being closed?
Well, it's been refurbished. At the moment, my business is running really badly.
How much
didn't
did you,
ask.
make today?
Oh, well, just a poxy 60 pence.
You're right. You won't get far on that.
What are we trying to do to this poor guy? I just want his
Have
money.
you seen anybody going into the museum?
Yeah. Just this morning, a woman. A young, pretty one.
A woman? You haven't seen a man?
Nah. Only a woman. She comes here every day. Now and again, she gives me a few pennies. Oh, I think she works in the museum.
Ah, a woman then.
So what? What's special about that? There are millions of women running about in this world.
It's not wrong.
Why is the museum being closed?
Well, it's been refurbished. At the moment.
How much did you... You're right.
Right. Let's see if we can't butter him up with a drink.
I got you something. Here you are.
Oh, what's that, pal?
Apple juice. Naturally cloudy. Lots of vitamin C.
Apple juice? Are you pulling my leg?
Didn't you say you were thirsty?
Are you dense, mister? I want a bottle of cider. Apple juice is alright in the nursery, but I'm not into that.
Why don't you try?
Get lost. Leave me alone. You can drink your apple juice yourself.
No way.
Here, are you crazy? That's mine. Hands off, okay?
Oh my. Right, so
A bottle of apple juice.
what do I do? Print out something else to stick on it to make it look like it's not apple juice? What do you think of the game so far? I
really
think
don't
it's
have
quite
the
good.
time for a break. I really don't have the time for a break. Just a rubbish bin.
I mean, sure, it's rough around the edges, but it's old. I think I can forgive quite a few things for that. Right. Surely I can go back to Scotland Yard, grab some ethanol, mix it in with the apple juice, give it to the guy, knock him out, steal his pennies, and with all those pennies, I'll be able to make a phone call. You ever going to go back to Frostpunk? Only if Frostpunk has some big update, which I don't think it's about to get. Some modding support, for example.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
Pour it into here. Yeah, this is a lot of work for 60 odd pence. And I'm driving around a whole
There's
lot.
nothing I
James,
can do with this.
we drove to Oxford.
There's nothing I...
There was something going on here, wasn't there?
This is the hose to cool down the flask.
How about you cool down
No,
with this?
not a chance. I'd rather think about it again. Not that... I thought it wouldn't... That won't help either.
Okay then. Could I just drink the drink? No, I don't want to drink it myself. Alright, how about our friend Chris here drinks it? It was Chris, right? Here you go.
Just keep that yourself.
Oh, man. Maybe our boss wants a drink.
That would be stupid.
Was there still indoor smoking back in 2001? Can't remember when that was done away with.
Looks like that won't work.
Does nobody want my apple juice here?
What is it this time, Halligan?
Please, I need some money.
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they? Little Janet is no exception. We went to the Palace yesterday.
What was showing?
The new Schwarzenegger film.
You know how to handle women, don't you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. Do you understand?
What amazes me is why a woman like her should find your boring stories about cars, sports, and action films so entertaining.
Halligan, I'm sure you didn't come to tell me that. What do you really want?
60 pence.
Could you lend me some change?
You haven't found your wallet, have you? Well, sorry, Halligan, but this is Scotland Yard, not the Bank of England.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
I do my best.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry's actually a wizard, so stands to reason that he'd get all the attention. Okay, Janet, maybe... Oh, can I dig some
buy
pennies
soft
out of
drinks
here?
I've got no money for that. I've got no money for that.
Darn.
Hello, Janet. It's me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
Yeah, have you got any money?
Well, actually, no. I just thought I'd drop in.
Just do me a favor, Brent, and don't keep me from doing my work all the time.
What work?
Hello, Janet. It's me again.
Oh, no. Away we go, away we go. Right, well, anyone got any suggestions for how we get 60 pence off of a homeless guy? My brilliant idea of chucking ethanol into our apple juice bottle doesn't appear to be working. And I haven't found somewhere to pour it down the drain. Knock him out. Murder. Brent Halligan in the mystery of the harassment lawsuit. Come on, we've got to find some druids here. We've only got another hour to find them. Oh no, we can't be giving you help, Jake. You know how the mods rule with impunity. I'll go and get your own sword. Then you too can have impunity. Right, I doubt there's anything else to do in Epping Forest. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Maybe he wants a scarf because he's really cold.
Of course, it can't work like that.
Maybe he wants
It
a
would have
case file.
surprised me if it had worked like that. The rubbish bin smells really bad. The rubbish. These are the beggars' bags. These are the beggars' bags. There's no point in that. I'd rather think about it. That won't feel different with gloves either.
Oh.
That's futile. That won't feel not a good idea. Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough questions?
Yeah, I'm also
About
quite
me,
certain that we
go
need to
down
mix
my
the
bugger
juice
off.
of the ethanol. The question is how we go about that. Can't see any way to empty out my bottle here. Nor could I find a way to get the ethanol. Make the finest Asda cider. Oh, it's grim. Don't think I ever lowered myself to buying Asda or Tesco, Best Buy. No, it's not Best Buy. It's Tesco Value. That was it. I forget what the Asda equivalent to that is, though.
I really don't want to break anything.
But I really want to steal some alcohol.
A container with chemicals.
Well, shove it right in.
That doesn't work.
Oh.
I can't do anything with this. A container. I can't do anything.
You could try.
I can't do anything with this. I can't. A container with chemicals.
Oh, one of these is slightly different from the other.
Fingerprint powder.
Ah, I can't feed a
Container with
homeless man that.
I can't do anything with this. I can't even pronounce the name on the label right. Chris is quite a strange guy. What does he like about these pictures? Chris is quite a strange guy. Far too hot to touch. If I pull that hose off, the test won't work anymore. Better not. Far too hot to touch.
Well, if it's too hot to touch, why don't we use gloves?
That won't feel different with gloves either.
Oh,
That won't feel different with gloves either. Something is just being distilled there.
could I distill the cider?
Of course, it can't work. That won't help. I should think about it again. I don't believe it. Not a good idea. I don't want that.
Oh, Halligan is just like Jake. He couldn't pronounce any chemicals either. Hey, I'm not the one that had any kind of chemical Nancy Drew stuff. And if I did, I would have aced it. What's HG? What's H? Euristo Boom's one of my favourite things to come out of the whole marathon. Okay, this is gonna... Oh, well, maybe I could grab a
real
a
American
cup.
water. I'm not thirsty. I'm not thirsty. A gift from the chief of the New York City Police Department. A gift from the chief. I'm not thirsty. I'm not thirsty. I don't need a map. I know my way around London. No, better not. I don't need a map.
How can you know your way around all of London?
All our files are stored in there.
Okay,
These
maybe
files
I
are
could
secret.
pour the drink out on the plant? No? Is there anything back in my own room? God, what a mess. Less time we spend in here, the
Smoking
better.
will be the death of me. Chief Inspector Miller will get this file early enough. Chief Inspector Miller, the results of the investigation in my last case. Conclusion? The offender could not be determined. My writing desk. My writing desk.
Oh, ooh, paper clips. No, can't have
I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave
no
that
messages
here.
for
I
us.
never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't we take the pencil, write down the number for the person in the museum, and use this free phone for it?
I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either. I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. What's wrong again? No dialing tone.
Okay. Couldn't just take our pen or something? Good lord. Just call 911. We're in Britain here. Wouldn't be 911. But 999 is not doing anything for us either. Just call the police. We are the police.
A rubbish bin.
Yeah, it is all a bit rubbish. Nice little finger movement he did at the end there. Quite funny. Okay, maybe you call Bet. I wish we could call Bess at this point. Jings, I got a bunch of rubbish, and I know what I want to do, but I can't do it. Oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, maybe I can shove my drink into your plants. No.
Lowry's phone.
Can't seem to steal his phone. Can't glass Lowry. Halligan's face will be blasted over London. Okay. Anybody have any bright ideas on this one? I've got great ideas, but the execution is a little lacking here. Have you tried giving the juice to the chi? Yeah, I did. I did try that. Most everyone watching has seen the Mandalore review, Jake. It's likely most people know what to do and are simply too afraid to tell you. Talking is the only clue I can give you. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's go make the rounds on everyone. Maybe I could talk to no, not you. Certainly not you. Maybe if I talk to Chris enough, he'll have an idea on how I can get some ethanol.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
The museum is closed. It's being refurbished.
Oh, well, that's bad luck. Why don't you phone him?
My wallet has disappeared. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No, it isn't here. Was there much money in it?
No, a £20 note and some change.
Well, it isn't here anyway.
Okay, Chris, that's it for the moment.
Okay, Halligan. See you then.
Is that
Well,
it?
Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
I had a look round outside the building.
You only saw the museum from the outside. Man, Halligan, you're weird sometimes. Why didn't you go in?
I have some other things to do first.
Ah, I understand. And you need to do them here.
No, Chris, of course not. I don't want to disturb you, but I've got another question.
Ah, well then.
Something I wanted to ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work. Indicator solutions, alcohol, things like that.
Alcohol, you say?
Why do you need alcohol for your work?
Certainly not in order to drink it, Halligan. We use alcohols as solvents. Most types are poisonous anyway.
Well, that's not a concern for me.
Would you bottle some of the drinkable alcohol for me?
No way, Halligan. Do you think we supply the whole department with alcohol? That'll be the day.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
Feels like I need to work my way through this conversation
Halligan,
until he tells me what I
how'd you
need to
get on
know
at the
here.
museum? What did Professor
Right.
I had.
You only... Why didn't...
Something.
Oh, you...
Okay.
What exactly are indicator solutions?
Solutions for determining particular chemicals. The solution changes its color if the substance you're looking for is present.
That is really interesting.
Yes, isn't it?
You've got a great job, Chris. Masses of alcohol and everything legal.
Nonsense, Halligan. Do you think we spend all day getting drunk with medical alcohol? Why don't you just try the stuff?
What will happen to me then?
You'll see. Well, how about it? Are you scared?
No, perhaps that's not a good idea.
It's up to you.
Well, can I have
Okay,
some?
Chris. See you later on.
Was he... Was he gonna give it to me?
Well, Halligan, what did...
I haven't.
No?
I have some other.
Ah, I understand.
No, Chris.
Ah.
Some.
Oh, they can...
Okay, what can we do here?
Why do you need alcohol for your work?
Certainly not in order to drink it, Halligan. Most types...
There are people who'll drink anything.
But not medical alcohol. You'd have to mix it with something to be able to cope with it. How about
Mix,
it?
you say?
Would you like to...
Would you bottle some of the drinkable alcohol for me?
No way, Halligan.
What, you just
You think to
offered me...
supply the whole department?
Oh
Okay.
my days. Come on, let's just grab it and go.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is. Too dangerous. Take it with me. Chris surely wouldn't like that. Apart from
just
that, who
told
knows
me
what's
to.
in it? Take it with take too danger too danger. A bottle is full. A bottle with some sort of chemical. The bottle is full of dust and fingerprints.
Fingerprints, eh? I bet we can put that to use.
No, I can see with the naked eye that there are many fingerprints on the bottle. No. I can
Okay.
see with the naked eye that there are many
Okay.
fingerprints on the bottles. There's nothing I can do with this.
Hmm.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the What did
I haven't seen.
No?
I have some other things.
Ah,
No, Chris.
Ah.
Some.
Oh, they can...
Okay, one of these must surely get us that alcohol.
You've got a.
Nonsense, Halligan. Why don't you just try the stuff?
Just try the stuff. What will happen?
What will happen to me then?
You'll see. Well, how about it? Are you scared?
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
Now can I go and get it?
Take it with me. Take it with me. Chris surely wouldn't. It would have surprised me if it had worked. I thought that I should think up. There's no. A bottle? It's quite dirty. A bottle with some kind of liquid in it.
What do you want me to do, game?
Take it with me. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is. The bottle is full of dust. A bottle too dangerous to carry. The bottle is full of dust and fingerprints. A bottle with some sort of chemical.
How do we get any of these?
There's nothing I can do with this. There's nothing I can do with this. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I should think about that's futile. Of course, I can't see that won't get me any further. There's nothing I can do with this.
Maybe we need him to very explicitly tell us which one to use.
I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything. I can't do anything with. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do. A container with chemical.
Please, Chris. I need a drink. And I need it pretty badly.
Just keep that yourself. Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner...
Oh, here we go again.
I had.
why...
I have some other thing.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
Something.
Oh, they can...
Right. Let's try the
really
interesting
interesting.
approach.
Yes.
Great job, masses of alcohol.
Why don't you...
No, perhaps that's not a good idea.
It's up to you.
Okay, Chris.
Well, if it's up to me, could I please just go and take some?
Take it with me? Chris surely wouldn't like that. Apart that doesn't work. Take it with me? Chris surely wouldn't like that. Apart from that, who knows what's in it?
You could know if you just read the label.
Take it with me? Take it with me? Take it with me? Take it with me?
Well, Halligan, what did
I had a look round.
you only? Why didn't you?
What are we missing here?
I couldn't get hold of anybody.
Have you tried the phone?
Could I use your phone?
I'm not so keen on that, Halligan. I'm always in trouble with the accounts department. You know what I mean. Why don't you ask Lowry?
Lowry? You must be joking, Chris. You know how badly we get on, don't you?
Especially since this morning, right?
Exactly.
Sorry, Halligan, but I'm convinced you'll solve this problem.
Okay,
Hmm.
Well, Halligan, what did
Oh man, round and round we go with these.
why didn't
I
have you?
I don't have any change to phone.
Well, now you've got a problem. Lost it all gambling again, did you? Hey, that reminds me. You still owe me £30, Halligan. You haven't got it on you by any chance?
No, Chris.
Maybe you'll remember it someday.
Never ever lend money to a colleague.
It's all right for you. My phone doesn't work properly anymore.
Why don't you go to a phone booth?
'Cause I've got no money.
I don't have.
Well, now you've got. Hey, you haven't got.
My wallet has disappeared.
Your wallet?
No.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Alright.
Well,
One
Halligan,
last try at getting
I had a look.
You only. Why didn't you?
the right drink.
I have.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
Something I wanted to ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelf? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work.
Chemicals, solutions, alcohol.
Why do you need alcohol for your work?
Certainly not in order to drink it, Halligan. Most types are poisonous anyway.
So which ones are not poisonous?
There are people who'll drink anything.
But not medical alcohol. You'd have to mix it with something to be able to cope with it. How about it? Would you like to?
Yes, yes I would. Now that he said that, can I do something? Maybe I can pop away now. Oh, maybe this is the moment where I meant to give him this.
Just keep that yourself.
Oh, for God's sake, man, I need some alcohol. Definitely gonna need some alcohol after all this.
That won't help either. No, that won't. I don't believe it will work like that. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
Good grief.
There's nothing I can do with this.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on? What did?
Oh no, just looping right back here. Right,
why-
let's go through it again then.
I have no. Something.
They contain
Why do you?
most. But not, how about?
Would you bottle some of the drinkable alcohol for me?
No way, Halligan. Do you think we supply the whole department with alcohol? That'll be the day.
But you just said. You just said.
Just keep that yourself.
Ah, man. You can't add the ethanol to the juice bottle. You'll need something else to mix it in. Okay, so we need some other kind of bottle. Oh dear. Bye, game. And hello, game? Not so sure about this one. I fear the game is... Oh, well, no, the game just completely crashed on me. When did we last save? Actually, I don't think we made any progress since our last save ages ago. Let's see if we can't get this running again. Surely. Oh, I don't like the look of it. I do not like the look of this. Okay, we're back to more or less where we were. This all looks very much the same. Maybe I can get that guy's flask. Oh, what if I offer this guy to go and get him a drink and he gives me the flask and I can fill it up in that?
Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough questions yet? You know more about me than my goddamn mother. Bagger off.
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Hey, don't despair. Everybody, maybe.
No, man.
This is Helden, isn't it? It's not even Helden in the future, this is just Helden at 5 PM.
What do you need most urgently?
What I need? I need a drink. Hey, mightn't you have a couple of pounds for me?
Sorry, I've got no money on me.
No money, eh? Well, bagger off then, old miser.
Okay, I must be off now.
Well then, okay.
Man, I kind of miss
Hey, it's me
Woolworths.
again.
You know more about bagger off.
Can I help?
Help?
Hey, maybe.
No, man, I'm...
Have you tried working?
What do you...
What? Hey,
Money? What for?
for the next bottle. This one's empty.
Empty?
I hate empty bottles.
Oh, give me the empty bottle.
There's money in your hat there. Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot?
Oh, no.
Why is the museum...
Right,
How much... You're right.
Oh, good lord, come on.
Okay.
well then. Yeah, are you crazy?
Hey, it's me again.
So, you know, bagger.
Come on, he just wants to be left
The
alone.
beggar can make better use of them. The beggar can make better use of them. The beggar's flask.
So,
Absolutely empty.
that looks like 80% hidden behind me there.
A
Okay.
flask.
We're on. Oh, Christ. No game. No. Crashes again. Now is not the time. Doesn't want me making any progress. Oh, man. Oh. I think it managed to uncrash. Can we bring you back? Maybe. Hold that thought. This game is very, very not happy being ran and streamed. But don't worry, Mystery of the Druids, that makes 2 of us. Oh, my, what the... Okay. Okay. Oh, we're in business.
A flask. It's empty.
And he hates empty bottles. Right, let's go. Saved you. I did save. I most certainly did. Said it yesterday, new graphics card is obviously a Candice fan and won't be satisfied until it's streamed. Not sure if we can blame the fancy new graphics card for the woes that we have with this 20-year-old game. Okay, give me the booze.
Just keep that yourself.
Would you? Fun off, Poindexter.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did
I had.
why did...
I have. No. Something.
Oh, they can...
Why?
But not medical alcohol. You'd have to mix it with something to be able to cope with it. How about it? Would you like to...
Would you bottle some of the drinkable alcohol for me?
No way, Halligan. Do you think we supply the whole department with alcohol? That'll be the day. Just keep that yourself.
Why? Oh. Oh ho ho ho.
Now the flask is half full of apple juice.
Just keep that yourself.
Well. Now, perhaps.
Nothing's happening. That does, of course, not a good... That won't... I don't know. Better not. Take it with me? Chris surely wouldn't like that.
Why?
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
I had a look round outside the building.
You only saw the museum from the outside? Man, Halligan, you're weird sometimes. Why didn't you...
I have some other things to... No. Something...
Oh, they can...
What?
Most times. But not... How about it?
I would like it. Now. Come away from that. Present this.
Just keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself. Well, Halligan, what did...
Oh, we're just back to start here.
I haven't...
No.
Right, well then.
The bottle is full of dust. A bottle with some sort of chemical... The bottle is full of dust and a bottle... The bottle is full of dust. A bottle with some sort of chemical... Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
Why?
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
Ooh, I don't think at this point I picked
There's nothing I can do.
This. Yoink.
I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with this. I can't even pronounce the name on the label right. A container with chemicals.
Okay. What can I even do? He's offering me the drink.
Think first, Brent. That won't get me any further.
But we can't take it.
Just keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself. Well, Halligan, what did Professor...
I haven't seen him yet.
No?
I have some... No.
Oh, they contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my...
You've got a...
Nonsense.
Of alcohol.
Why don't you just...
Why don't I try this stuff?
What will happen to me then?
You'll see. Well, how about it? Are you scared?
Come on, give it to me, give it to me.
No, perhaps that's not a good idea.
It's up to you.
It is up to me. Great. So I should go and get some.
Just keep that...
Okay, come on back, game. Don't die on me like this. Had enough fun with Amy last time. Okay, we're back.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
How do you not know? It says ethanol on it.
Take it with me. Take it with me. There's nothing I can do with this. It's quite dirty. A bottle? It's quite dirty. A bottle? It's quite dirty. Full of...
Okay. And the mystery of the Druids seems to lack a lot of Druids, and come to think of it, mysteries. Try some other items on the bottles, maybe. I guess I could try my gloves. That's a no.
No, I can see with a no. I can see with the naked eye that there are many fingerprints on
Big
the bottles.
nose. Does he have some kind of guide? Maybe this right here is a guide on what ethanol is. Shanks, if you were playing this in 2001 and you didn't have the internet, this would be pretty painful. Oh, the periodic table!
Periodic system of the elements. At least I learned something in my chemistry classes.
You evidently didn't.
The periodic... A board. Just like at school, isn't it?
Aye. Rub all my items on all the other items the adventure game way. Yeah. Oh, well, hey, not a bad idea. Maybe if we use the scarf, we can clean it up. Oh my... Oh, it's so much clearer what's in it now.
With some sort of chemical.
Ah. Gimme. No, now he doesn't want
Too
it.
dangerous. The bottle is clean now. The bottle is clean now. The bottle is clean now.
Oh, good, they're clean.
There's nothing else.
Ah.
The green scarf. It's Janet's.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
Something I wanted to ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work.
We've been over this one, though.
Why do you need alcohol for your work?
Certainly not in order to drink it, Halligan. Most types are poisonous.
There are people who'll drink anything.
But not medical alcohol. How about it?
I would like to.
Would you bottle some of the drinkable alcohol for me?
No way, Halligan.
You are insufferable,
Okay,
Chris.
Too dangerous to carry. Too dangerous to... Take it with me? Chris surely wouldn't like that. Apart from that, who knows what's in it?
Maybe we know what's in it.
No way. No, not a chance. I don't want that. No, that's futile. I don't. No, I'd rather think I should not a good. That would, of course, looks like I don't. It won't. Of course, that won't get me any. I should think about it. Take it. Too dangerous. A bottle with. The bottle is clean now. A bottle with. The bottle is. A bottle with. The bottle is clean now.
Yes, we know it's clean. Bottle it. Jake, the save rob you of fingerprint chemical, it seems. No, I picked that stuff back up.
Why? At the moment, there are no fingerprints on the bottle. Why? At the moment, there are no fingerprints on the bottles.
Why,
That's why I cleaned
indeed?
The bottles. Why?
Now, why
At the
did
moment,
we
there are
clean
no fingerprints on the bottles. That's why I cleaned the bottles.
Why?
Take it with me? Take it with me? Chris, sure. That won't feel different with gloves either. That won't feel different with gloves either. Nothing's happening. That won't help. That won't get... I don't believe it will work like that. It would have surprised me. I don't want that. I should think about it again. That won't get... Looks like that won't... Not a good idea. I'd rather... That won't... That will be... Of course. I thought I should think up something else. It won't... I can't... I should... There's no point in that. No way. That's... No, I should think about it again.
Oh.
I don't want... No, I don't... That... No, I thought it wouldn't work like that. That does... That will be... That won't... That... That... I... That... Of... No, that does... No, that... I... No, not... Of... I... Of... No, I don't... There's that... I... That's... That does... That won't help either.
Maybe just a mix of everything in here.
A flask, half filled with apple juice.
Have you tried talking to the guy? I've talked to Chris a lot of times, but I guess we could talk to him again. Such
Well,
an
Halligan,
insightful fellow.
what did Professor...
Something...
Oh, you mean they contain all...
What exactly are in...
Solutions for detect... The solution changes...
That is really...
Yes.
You've got a...
Nonsense. Why don't you...
What will happen to me then?
You'll see.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, now he'll bloody do it. Oh, wow.
Here, Brent. To your health. What's up? Go ahead, try it. You won't get one of these so often.
All right, here we go. Cheers.
To your health, Brent.
An interesting aroma, isn't it? Brent, aren't you feeling very well? Brent, are you sure you're okay?
God damn it. You could knock someone out cold with this kind of stuff, Chris. Chris?
Now, I can tell which one he used by dusting it. Oh, would you look at that? He
This is
used
the
the
bottle Chris
ethanol.
took.
Christ almighty. Oh, I'm just taking the whole bottle. Perhaps I should put the bottle back, lest he get angry with me. Okay, now, let's go and assume the homeless man is a druid and go and solve his mystery. My God, it took like 40 minutes to do what we wanted to do. I'm not even sure I could go to Oxford and back this many times that I need to buy more fuel. Maybe we're doing it on the credit card. Alright, no talking, just
I've got
drink.
something for you. Apple schnapps from Detective Halligan's home distillery. My own brand. Would you like to have a taste?
You serious? All right, pal. I'm as dry as the bottom of a parrot's cage.
Why don't you drink it all? I don't mind. And it's a cracker, I can tell you.
Cheers, mister.
Cheers.
Well, now that he's dead, I can rob him blind. Rob him blind. There we go. Why did we tell him our name, though? Okay, we've solved the murder. We are the murderer. Glad we got it done within 2 hours.
You can't get through like that.
Oh, it's not 60 cents, it's 60 pence.
It won't work without money.
Worth a whole
There are a
lot
couple
more.
of pounds here in small change.
Couple of quid? He said he only had 60 pence.
What shall I pay for? Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Who am I speaking to?
Who are we?
I was sent by a distant acquaintance of Professor Turner's.
Who was that, if I may ask?
Chris Hecker.
Chris Hecker? I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
As I said, he's a distant acquaintance. I need Professor Turner to help me with my investigations.
Oh. In that case, you'd better call him in 8 weeks' time. He's on an expedition.
Look, miss, what was your name?
Goodbye, Mr. Halligan.
She's hung up.
Ooh. So, long distance call to Egypt? Just how much money do we have?
What shall I pay for? You can't get through like that. Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum, okay.
Do we have to
Museum
go
of
through this every
African
time?
Studies, Museum of Ancient History.
No.
Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
Hello?
Hello, it's me again, Detective Halligan.
I told you, Professor Turner isn't here.
Yes, but...
Detective, I'm very busy. Please call again in 8 weeks.
But She's hung up again. Oh.
Well, at least this time we told her who we are. Well, I killed a man for nothing. All in all, a good Thursday. Oh, well, we should just go and pee in the letterbox to voice our displeasure.
I don't know what to put in there.
Oh, I have an idea.
Not a good idea.
I think you need to close the game, set the system clock forward 8 weeks. Hopefully not that kind of game. Alright. We go and talk to you.
Well, Brent, still got a headache?
Don't ask, Chris.
Have you managed to contact Professor Turner?
Yeah, I phoned him, but he wasn't in.
Not in?
He's on an expedition. I just talked to some woman who works there.
With his extension number?
Yes, exactly.
Well, Halligan, that was probably his daughter Melanie. She works in the museum as well. My friend told me a lot about her. He used to be really keen on her.
So, Professor Turner has a daughter. Thanks, Chris. I think that'll help me.
It will?
Are you alright, Halligan? How are you getting on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thanks.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
You want the rest of this apple juice?
Just keep that yourself.
No.
It
me
won't work
neither.
like...
Okay, I guess we're gonna phone her again using the dead homeless man's 20 pence.
You can't get through like that.
But you can get through like this. Alright,
You
seduction
can't get through
check.
like that.
Hello?
Hello, this is Halligan again. Please don't hang up, Miss Turner.
How do you know my name, Mr. Halligan?
Chris Hecker told me that Professor Turner's your father.
Yes, that's true.
What do you do at the museum?
I'm an anthropologist.
The same as your father.
Yes?
Miss Turner, do you think you could help me?
That depends. What's the trouble?
I found a bone that I've had examined at the lab.
A bone? A human bone?
Yes, of course. It belonged to a murder victim.
Murder? How awful.
The bone is from the body of one of the victims of the skeleton murders. I take it you've read about them?
Oh, good heavens, yes. What can I do for you?
Couldn't we discuss that inside?
Certainly. Come on over. I'll let
I'm
you-
running out of coins here, miss. Let me in. Maybe I can borrow some more money off of her and go back to Woolworths. I don't recall Woolworths selling alcohol.
I'd like to sit on this bench here all day, but I don't have the time.
Woolworths did, however, have the best pick and mix deal there is.
Mr. Halligan?
Yes, that's right. Hello, Miss Turner. Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem. We're closed anyway. The museum is being refurbished.
It's not easy to get in touch with you. I was close to giving up.
Oh, you mean because of the phone call? I'm really sorry. I do sometimes tend to be rather short on the phone. You know, I get unpleasant calls sometimes, and that's why I'm a bit suspicious.
I see. Well, I finally got in touch with you.
Would you like to come in? Would you like a cup of coffee or anything else?
No, thanks.
Mr.
Like a
Halligan,
cup of
how may
50
I
pence
help you?
pieces.
As I said, I'm working on the skeleton murders. We found another victim in Epping Forest. All the evidence points to the same culprit as in the other cases. The corpse was completely skeletonized. Professional work.
That's horrible. But how can I help you?
My colleague Chris Hecker of the Forensic Lab has already had a look at the bones. He thought that your father could perhaps carry out some additional tests. He is a renowned expert, after all.
Yes, he could do that. But as I said, my father isn't here.
I know, but it is very urgent. Perhaps you could have a look?
You say you've got some of the bones with you?
Yes, just one. Here.
This is a femur.
Yes, that's what Chris Hecker said as well.
It will take some time, Mr. Halligan. Could you wait a moment?
I would like to ask you some questions about your work, just out of interest. How long have you been working here?
Several years. My father helped me to get the job here at the museum.
Connections are indispensable nowadays, aren't they?
I was the most qualified applicant. But it's not easy to gain acceptance with the old boys of the museum's board when you're a woman. You have to be at least twice as good as the best male applicant.
And you were?
Of course I was. It's been decided that I'll be the head of the museum as soon as my father retires.
When will that be?
In 5 years?
Then you will have achieved a lot for someone your age.
How old do you think I am?
I'd say 29.
Exactly.
What's your research field?
I specialize in sacrificial rites.
Sacrificial rites? That's an unusual research field for a young woman.
Do you think so? I don't think you should divide preferred science fields for men or women, Mr. Halligan.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just think that you must have to do with death all the time if you research sacrifices.
Death is part of our existence, Mr. Halligan. In all cultures, all around the world.
Right, this is a bad idea. Can we get away from you?
That was very interesting. Thank you, Miss Turner.
Not at all. I like talking about it. I'm often alone here with my work. It feels good to be able to chat. But now I'll have a look at that bone you brought.
Good.
Was she meant to be busy? Oh, good God, I'm controlling her. Does that mean I can look at things? No, she's just overwhelmed by the idea of there being stuff in her office.
Well, did you get anywhere, Miss Turner?
Not really. Not yet, anyway. It'll take a while.
Okay.
I was hoping I could just sit back and relax while she did this. Okay, well, let's
That's a
take a...
stiletto from the late Roman era. This dagger needs restoring. A curved dagger. I think Father brought it back with him from Turkey. The sickle's from England. It could be a Celtic artifact, but we haven't been able to date it yet. Pieces of broken vessels. The sheath of a dagger. These stilettos were found during the excavations in Tenochtitlan, which is now Mexico City. These stilettos were found. Antique muzzle-loader pistols. It must have been practically impossible to aim these things properly. Antique muzzle-loader pistols.
Fascinating. Let's get that bone out. No, can't carve into them with that. What kind of tests are we even trying to do? Maybe I should wash the bone?
No, not a chance.
What a shame.
Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals. 2 bottles of developer. Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
Uh-huh.
Father's distiller. Father's This mask is worn for New Year's celebrations in New Guinea. A small Greek statue. A small statue. I got this mask in Central Africa. They wear them for rites that are supposed to cure diseases. Their witch doctors use them to drive away evil spirits. This mask is worn for New Year's celebration, a death mask. In the Sudan, they put masks like these on warriors who died while hunting. This is from Easter Island. Very mysterious. I'd like to know how my father got hold of this silver mask from Kenya. Masks like this one are worn by tribal chieftains. For initiation ceremonies, this Greek vase was given to us by a local resident. She thought the museum would be interested in it, but it's just a cheap imitation from a junk shop. It says Made in Hong Kong on the bottom.
And it sits proudly on display. Okay, how do I do some actual testing? Can we get to the bone zone here? Here, look at bone. Mm-hmm.
That's a human femur. A slice of the femur. It's wafer thin. You can almost see through it.
In that case, we should probably look at it with some kind of looking tool. How many knives are you going to keep lying around here? Was there a magnifying glass or any of such things around here? Maybe I need to distill it.
That won't get me any further. That doesn't help. It won't work like that, I don't think.
Think harder, then.
Well, did you get anywhere, Miss Turner?
Not really. Not yet, anyway. It'll take a while.
Okay.
These pieces fit together, but my father and I never managed to figure out where they came from. The head of a Greek statue. These sculptures don't belong here. These sculptures don't belong here. This statue's from North Africa. I think it represents the god of the earth. A relief. It's just come back. Forbidden archaeologies. Forbidden archaeologies. My favourite. Excellent research. Very mysterious. Forbidden archaeologies.
We couldn't possibly take this magnifying glass, could we?
Oh, that's futile as well. Not a good idea. That doesn't. It looks as if that won't work.
Maybe you can use the bone on a sculpture, says MovesP. What? Oh, I can't leave here. I thought maybe I could grab something from here, but no, it's all shut up tight. Oh, wait, no, that's a magnifying glass. All right.
It's gold. There's some metal residue here. It's gold. It's gold.
Sorry, friend, the bone is useless, but just leave it with me. Okay, well, if it's gold...
There's some metal residue here. Can't see a thing.
What are we going to do
A slice
about
of the femur.
that?
It's wafer thin. You can almost see through.
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem. Made any progress?
Yes, a little. But have you got a...
Sure, no problem.
Okay, we're going to check what exactly? Dissolve it for gold?
That doesn't work. Not a good idea. It won't work like that. Looks as if that won't work.
I doubt that's even 0.05 grams of gold in that. Maybe I can sharpen it down with some of these knives? No?
That's a stiletto from the late Roman era. Forbidden archaeologies. Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
Oh, there we go. Let's wash it off.
It won't work like that. It won't work like that.
I'll wash the whole
There's
bone.
no point in that. Father hates it when I... The wash basin.
Okay. What else can we do with this bone piece? Wait, is there a second me? This is the real mystery.
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
Oh. These druids are too powerful. Okay, what in God's name am I meant to be doing with this? We already looked at it. Maybe I can go and shave off some more of it. Get even more gold going. No. It was a nice animation on the shaving, though. Am I meant to look at it some more?
I can't see it properly. It's gold. There's some metal residue here.
Yes, we get that part.
It's gold. I can't see it.
Now that we know that it's gold, what do we do? Dunno. Use it to solve puzzles and duplicate boxes. No. Oh man, that game's almost over, isn't it? I need to start thinking about the next long play already. It won't be this, despite my musings of such things. Oh, our double's gone. Ugh. Yeah, there were tweezers, but we couldn't pick them up. Much as I wanted them. Oh, but maybe we need to use tweezers with them. No. No, no, and more no. Yeah, no, that would make too much sense. Is there anything I can pick up? Tools of sorts? Anything to pry that gold out? Grind it up in the pestle mortar? No.
I don't think I would have been surprised. I should It's lucky nobody saw that.
Yeah, no, Halligan's a little too preoccupied, right? With the invisible clone.
These sculptures, these pieces fit together, but my father...
Halligan ran out of homeless money to give you a clone for the dance. I wonder how that homeless guy's getting on right now. Somebody will have stole his bag of Woolworth pick and mix by now. Okay, I got no idea.
Forbidden...
All these items that look like you'd pick them up like tweezers and magnifying glass. No, she's having none of that.
Statues from North Africa. I think it's a relief. It's just come back from the restorer.
Okay, well, at least it's over in 10 seconds, but what are we meant to do here?
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
Sid says, come on, at least solve this. Alright, Sid, you've won me over. But what's there even to solve? We've found the gold, now what? Unless I meant to get an even clearer look at the gold.
There's some metal. It's gold.
It is gold. I think the femur itself might be a bit big to shove under this.
I'll never get the bone under there.
Ho 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 ho.
I'll never get the bone under there.
Can I rub it on any of these?
That doesn't work. Pity.
You're really telling me I could combine one of these
Not
with
a good idea. Looks
weapon.
as if that won't work. No, better. I won't. I don't want. That doesn't work. It's lucky nobody. I don't think it. I should try and think of something else. It won't work. Oh, Melanie, that won't work. I don't want that. It won't work. No, not a chance. That doesn't. I don't want that. That doesn't. No, I'd better think. Not a. No, there's no point in that. This mask is worn for New Year's celebrations in New Guinea. I won't get any. That's futile as well.
It's all pretty futile.
I can't think of. I should. That doesn't work. It won't work like. That's futile as well. I can't do. I would have been surprised if it had worked like that.
I'm going to be surprised at what does work here. You missed one. Missed one what? One weapon?
I'd better think about that. I'd better think. There's no. That's It won't work. No. I don't. Oh, Melon. I should concentrate. There's no point in that. Not a. That won't get me any. I don't want. Look. I should. That doesn't. No. I don't. That can't work.
Try the big bone on the sickle.
That's interesting. The notches in the bone were made by a sharp instrument. The sickle matches the notches to a T.
Made any progress?
Yes, a little, but I can't quite make it out. Have you got a moment? I just want to check on something.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Well, I can't take the sickle with me.
It's lucky nobody. I'd better. Not a good idea. It won't work like that.
So what? You want us to wash the bone now?
Oh, Melanie. No, looks as if that. I can't think of anything reasonable.
No, you can't.
That's few. Oh, no, better not. I would have. I don't want that. I'd better think about it again.
I was considering timing people out, but I counted on Jake not seeing it. It's pretty hard for me to see chat because it's not in the regular place, and this game is taking up my entire screen because it's forced dedicated full screen, which is not fun for streaming. Okay, what in God's name am I meant to do now?
There's no point in that.
Just rub my bone against everything?
I would have been surprised if that I can't do that. I would have been surprised. It won't. Nothing.
This really is bringing out the worst in point-and-click adventure games.
That can't work. It won't work like. I would have been surprised if it had worked like.
You're meant to hit the timer, says TTC. Yeah, but I do want to get this thing finished. Sid asked me to, and who could ever turn down Sid? Did I use the bone to bash these windows in to get it at?
Hey, didn't this edition mention something in connection with sacrificial rites in Britain? Let's see. Yes, here it is. An article about the Druids and their sacrificial rites. The latest findings indicate that in ancient England it was probable for the most... for their high ceremonies, the Celts usually preferred to use... incredible. It all fits in with this bone. I'm sure the detective will be very interested. Mr. Halligan? I believe I've found something interesting about your bone.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, this bone was worked on.
With a sickle?
Yes, and probably with a sickle made of gold.
What makes you think that?
The bone bears notches matching the cutting form of a sickle to a T, and I found a trace of gold in one of the notches.
A golden sickle? Who would use a weapon like that in order to cut a human being to pieces?
That's what I asked myself as well. I found an interesting article which could help us. According to the historian Arthur Blake, the Britannic Druids carried out very bloody sacrificial rites. He found out that such rites took place at major celebrations of the Celts. He assumes that consecrated golden sickles were used for those rites.
And how does he know about these things?
He learned about it from old inscriptions he's translating at the moment. Interesting, huh?
Celts? Druids? Quite some time has passed since then, hasn't it?
Of course, but the descriptions in the article absolutely match the findings on your bone, Mr. Halligan. I'm sure the author of the article can help you.
What did you say this author's name was?
Blake. Arthur Blake.
Was there any mention in the article of how you could get in touch with the man?
I thought you'd ask that. His address was printed below the article. 366 Pinewood Road, Northampton.
I'm going there now.
Mr. Halligan, I'm interested in this, particularly because of my job. I'd like to help you with your case. Would you take me with you?
Impossible. It's confidential police work. I have to see him on my own. I'm sorry.
I'm sure my knowledge would be to your advantage, Mr. Halligan, and I think it would be really interesting to work on a case like that.
Oh, when I think about it, perhaps that's not a bad idea at all. Perhaps there will be more examinations to be done. Okay, Miss Turner, let's do it like this. I'll keep you informed on the case. If I hear anything new or if I need your help, I'll contact you. What do you think?
All right. I'll see you later then.
Yeah, see you later. And thank you, Miss Turner.
Alright, that's quite enough of that. We solved the mystery of the bone, and we at least heard the word druid. What a horrible game. I was initially thinking, oh, it's quite good, but point-and-click adventure games usually ride moon logic, and they're usually quite horrible and directionless. And that's often part of the fun, but this is just ratcheting that up to 11. Doesn't help that it is jank beyond measure here. I think somebody else is asking, will this be a long playvote option? No. No, it will not. That was made in jest. And hopefully this game just never comes back. It's got that funny image for a cover, a funny picture for a cover image, and that's about all it has going for it. Okay, well, on the plus side, for me, I'm 2 out of 3 done with my punishment games. Tomorrow, I'll finish off the Talos Principle long play, and I will also do the final punishment game, which is, oh no, it's Panzer General 2. Another game which doesn't really want to run all that well, and is bleeding ancient, but that's just the nature of the punishment games. In any case, until those streams tomorrow, it's a cheers from me, and a cheerio.